Hello everybody, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, with to bring you a Let's Play series I've been anticipating making for probably about half of the time I was making my previous series. Well, if you want to skip directly to where I actually start playing the game, I'll provide a timestamp, but for the rest of you, bit of a backstory about this, as I have been making all the videos of the KSP system and of me going to the outer planets, the outer planets mod, planets and moons, and I think also the Quack Pack system. In my previous series, I have also been watching the development of Kerbal Star Systems 2 and Promised Worlds. I joined both their Discord servers, and so far I've really liked what I've seen of both of those mods, and I have been anticipating doing a Let's Play of me actually playing those mods, and even with Kerbal Star Systems 2, when I think it was the Aethera system was out, I started playing that all by myself, and at some point I had a bit of a change of heart, and that I decided I wanted to kind of wait on actually playing Kerbal Star Systems 2 until I actually finished my first Let's Play, which was basically I land on at least once every planet of every planet of every planet pack that I had installed, which was Outer Planets mod, Minor Planets expansion, a Quack Pack, and the KSP system, though I think at some points I threw in a couple of other planet mods too, because I thought that would be fun. But now that I have finished with all of that, I'm finally ready to get started with Kerbal Star Systems 2 and Promised Worlds, which are the two biggest planet packs that are still in active development today. Whereas I believe most of the planet packs I covered in my previous Let's Play, I believe none of them were in active development. They were more or less kind of finished in the state that they were in. Though this time I'll be covering planet packs that'll be in active development, meaning possibly at some point in the future in the series an update will come out that may potentially change certain planets I've been to in the past might have been completely revamped, or maybe even some planets might be in totally different places, or maybe might not even exist any longer. So I will be keeping that in mind as I play along in the series, and I'd also suggest you viewers maybe also keep that in mind as well. And so... Oh, by the way, the reason the music is different is I actually installed, I don't know the names of the mod the name of the mod offhand, but I'll edit it in post. And so, basically what this mod does is it adds in, there's a music player mod that like allows you to put in different soundtracks for the game, and then there's another pack of I think different music that I installed, which is primarily the music from Kerbal Space Program 2, but also has I think even all the Outer Planets have their own music, and also all the stock planets have their own music as well, so that'll make the series a bit more interesting. But I guess before I jump right into this, since this is a heavily modded game I'm gonna be playing, I guess I'm going to first show my mods list, just in case if any of you want to download the mods I'm using. This is CCAN that I have open right now, and this is all of my installed mods for this game I'm gonna be playing on this Let's Play. And I'm gonna... Okay, I'll give you some time to pause the video here. And I'm gonna periodically scroll down. And you can pause the video at any of these points that I stop scrolling. Yeah, I only went slowly there just so to give you the opportunity to pause to actually read all the mods that I have. Oh, and by the way, I primarily use CCAN to install all my mods, with the exception of whatever mods that are not available on CCAN. I have to install those manually. But I would say 95% of the mods I have installed. Maybe 90 to 95% of the mods that are in here I installed via CCAN. And really the only major mods that are manually installed are Kerbal Star Systems 2 and Promised Worlds. Okay, I think we'll get right into this. And if you're wondering why Kerbin in this picture has rings, well, that's another mod that I have installed, which I'll get to showing you. And I'm gonna do science mode once again. I thought about maybe at some point, I guess at some later point, I'll do a career mode Let's Play, but I'm mostly familiar with science mode, so I think I'm going to be sticking with that. So, the difficulty options, this time I'm thinking of doing something a little unique. The past few days, I've actually been kind of playing around with this to see like what things I want to do in this Let's Play to make it more interesting. And one of them is the science rewards. I am actually going to set, well, 10% is as low as it will go, so I'm going to be going with that. Which means we'll be getting only 10% the science that values that we normally get when doing science. But well, the reason I'd like to try this is, well, I actually found that in my previous Let's Play where, like, I had Outer Planets, Minor Planets expansion, and the Quack Pack all installed, like adding new planets to the home solar system. I found that, like, by the time I did, basically, like, going to all the planets, like, landing on all the planets, I found by the time I made it to, like, Jewel and Sarnus and, like, Erlem, I was, like, basically at the end of the tech tree already, before I even, like, did my first mission out to another star system. So, I've decided more just to kind of make it, I mean, it might make the series a little bit longer, but I think it'll also make it more interesting. Though, everything else I'm gonna leave as is. Though, one other thing I thought about doing, I might try for this series, I might not, as, so, Kerbal Star Systems 2 and also Promised Worlds actually gives you a lot of customization, a lot of options for customization, which include whether or not you want to have asteroids spawning in the systems and whether or not you want to have wormholes enabled, which all those mods do have wormholes. Kind of like the Kakabo system mod, but these mods give you the option whether or not you want to have wormholes. And because a lot of the KSP community actually prefers doing missions where you actually fly interstellar crafts through space to get to the destination rather than using a wormhole to get there. So, for the sake of making the series more interesting, I am thinking of basically for, I guess, the first, I don't know how long this time would be, but for the first, I guess, say 200 to 300 years of in-game, I'll be playing the save. Wormholes will be available, but past that time, wormholes will no longer be available. Or maybe I might, maybe the first mission I go to each system, I might use wormhole travel, but all subsequent missions I'll have to use I'll have to do an actual, like, ISV mission. But I don't know, I think the time limit on wormhole travel might be interesting, so I think we'll do that. But That's... I don't have a mod to do that. That's just gonna be more, I look at how far the in-game time progresses, and when it gets past a certain number, I'll go in the configs and turn off wormholes. Oh. I guess that's fine. I guess I'm done yapping, so let's start. Oh, I think this is the KSC music from Kerbal from KSP2. And I do not own KSP2, so outside of the videos, outside of what videos I watched of it, I'm not familiar with this. So this is a whole new experience for at least this music is a whole new experience for me. Oh, and there's well, I guess I'll show you the map. Okay, so this is the Kerbin system, and I believe the mod that does this that I have installed, once again, I don't know the name. I guess I'll put that in post too, but basically it moves Minmus closer to Kerbin and puts it within a little ring system, which, kind of, I actually saw this, I think I saw someone use this mod on Bogue's KSP Discord, and I thought it would make things a little more interesting, so I decided to try it. So basically Minmus is in this ring system, and the moon is, or the Mun is where it normally is. And this is the... Okay, this is the home solar system with outer planets and minor planets expansion. Yeah, so this... Also, for those who are kind of unfamiliar, think there's Jewel and then Elu, which was just kind of on a tilted eccentric orbit a little bit beyond Jewel. That was as far as the stock system went. But Outer Planets adds Sarnus, Erlem, Naden, and Plock. Oh, I also have the mod that makes Plock and Karen binary. Kind of similar to how Pluto and its moon are binary in real life. And though a lot of these even further out like objects are the minor planets expansion. As you can see, there's Soden with its highly elliptical orbit taking it way out, so far away from the system. And we zoom further out, this is, I guess, the stellar neighborhood, I guess you could call it. And so Aethera, Nova Kerbani, Syrian, Corman, and Kerr is all added by Kerbal Star Systems too. And Hades and Anubis are added by Cosmic Serenity. in Dub and Ton, not sure if I pronounced that correctly, are added by Promised Worlds. And, I mean, already this is quite a few different systems that I have, but in the future, it's been rumored there might be even more systems coming from Kerbal Star Systems 2 and Promised Worlds and Cosmic Serenity. So I guess that's going to be fun to go out and explore, and probably also not quite so fun for my computer, but I guess we'll see how that pans out. And I decided to leave out Quack Pack and Silan only because I kind of want to keep the resource usage by planet packs down on my computer, though maybe I might install I don't know, maybe since we've only been to one of Silan's moons, or maybe two of them, maybe in the future I might do a whole mission where we go to every single moon, and that might be fun. And because I think that one has 8 moons, so like we typically typically it's common like for people that do Jewel 5s, Sarnus 5s, well, a Silan 8 might be kind of fun. But anyway, this is about getting far enough in the tech tree to be able to go interstellar, so we can actually go to all the new star systems I have installed. But for now, since I spent quite a bit of this video kind of just yapping about how this new series is going to work, I think we'll just go for maybe get into orbit and maybe land on Minmus. Or the moon. We'll see what we can do. Oh, I believe the music for In the VAB and Spaceplane Hangar is the same as KSP1. Well, I guess we'll get started here. Oh, by the way, I do have, I think it's a mod called Procedural Starts. It basically makes it so you have the procedural parts available even at the start of I think either a science or a career mode game. Well, I don't know about career mode, but it does, at least for science mode. Oh, we actually do get a decoupler we can use, so I guess usually what I would do is basically the trick where if you stack these boosters and you stage them as such that like the bottom one will go, then the one above. When this one gets spent and this one goes off, it'll burn that booster off, basically. But we can actually use decouplers, so I guess let's do that. Yeah, it looks like that's about all we have at our disposal, so guess we'll get started. Or maybe might add one couple more stages. Okay, this rocket's getting pretty tall. I don't know, maybe I'll just go with this, and maybe... Well, it's just I'd like to try for getting in orbit on my first launch, but if that's not possible, it should be once we unlock our for the first like parts, which will actually give us liquid fuel engines, which are more efficient than just solid rocket boosters. And I want a pro tip: if you're starting out in science mode, put Bob as your Kerbal because it'll allow you to, since since it's a scientist Kerbal, you can actually you can reuse this mystery goo container multiple times as opposed to only being able to use it once. Because scientists can reset the mystery goo and also the science junior. Okay. Also, this is one of my first times hearing this music. That's, I guess, the launch music. But, yeah, anyway. Oh. Guess we can do some quick, science at the launch pad first. Then we can take off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Okay, that's a little... Let me maybe turn that down a little bit. Okay, this won't be orbit, but should at least be... at least get us into space for a hot minute. Okay, we are now in space. It's kind of interesting is that I think Vogue actually used some of this music in their videos. Like edited it in, but now I actually get this in the game, which is nice. And by the way, it's how I'm able to, like, in the normal game, you can only physics time warp up to 4 times, but I'm able to go up to 12 because I have better time warp. Which is this in the toolbar. Yeah, I don't have a heat shield, but it shouldn't be too bad, this re-entry. So we didn't get into orbit. Okay, this might be a little stupid, but... okay, get inside. Oh, by the way, those sonic booms you're hearing are from, I believe, rocket sound enhancements, which also makes the sound of the rocket engines kind of thin out as you get higher in the atmosphere. Okay, opening parachutes now. Guess we'll do one more bit of science. Typically, it's very dangerous to EVA while flying through the atmosphere, but since we're going really slow, this is fine. And once we splash down, we'll do one more mystery goo and one more EVA report, then we'll recover. I think we'll also do a surface sample. Oh, and I can't do another crew report, so I guess we'll recover. Not bad, considering we're on 10% science. So I guess we'll see what we can unlock. Looks like I'll only be able to get this, which is fine. So I was hoping to at least be able to get the survivability, but I guess we'll just have to be a little careful with the re-entry next time. First now I can change up to this. Okay, I guess we'll see where we can go with this. Or that rocket. Oh, I forgot to do a countdown. Oh well. And this video's getting long anyway, so I kind of would like to, maybe we might do this launch, then one more launch, and then I'll end off the video. Oh, I think I realized this time I wanted to try get into orbit with this, but it looks like I can't. So... Five, four, three, two, one, lift off. I think this time I'll instead try to get a high enough arc so that I'll actually be going into high space over Kerbin to get science from there. Oh, I'm gonna redo that because I was doing that. Yeah, I guess I leaned over too much. So, okay, I'll do that much, but I'm gonna just keep it there. Oh, I should have mentioned earlier, I'm using the Volumetrics version 5 that's now out, as well as Parallax Continued, but that's been out for quite a few months. I think we at least made it high enough so we can get high over Curran science. I think I'll use the fuel I have left just to slow down a little bit before re-entry. And it's probably gonna give me nothing. A little bit, a little bit. Oh, I'm surprised he hang on. It looks like I can only get this. So at least give us more science, because that was the thermometer there. Well, I guess I'll try to get a little more creative with my staging to see if I can at least eke out enough delta V to get into orbit and also be able to return safely to the surface. To the surface. I think we'll attempt one more landing and then I'm gonna end this video. Or flight, what am I saying? I'm not landing. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, we made it to orbit. But looks like we don't have much more fuel to do anything else, unfortunately. I have a feeling I might even need to grind out science, maybe like try land in different places. Maybe this time we'll try go for land instead of like water. Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna hit the ocean again. Okay. Yeah, as I thought, we don't have enough science to progress. So, what I'm gonna do is, I don't, maybe just, I might do a little bit of grinding off camera just so I can at least get enough science to get this next area of parts, which will give me radial decouplers and heat shield, which will make it more possible to do, well, I'd say a mission to go like to Minmus, and then where I have to do re-entry. That'll make it more possible. But for time reasons, I'm gonna end this here, as think my edited video is already gonna be like 15 minutes long. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this first episode of a new KSP series for me. And not sure how often I'll be uploading these, but I would like to at least maybe maintain 2 to 3 episodes a week, but I don't know if I'll be able to keep that. But thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with another KSP video. If you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and remember to hit the bell for notifications. Peace out. Bye.